Hey guys, today we have kind of a fun little video to do. Today I'm doing the homemaker slash stay-at-home mom tag video, and I did a working mom tag a couple years ago, I believe, and I will leave that link down below if I remember to put it down there back when I was a working mom. But now I am staying home full-time with the boys and, you know, kind of being a work-at-home mom, doing YouTube stuff and that kind of thing. So anyway, let's hop in and answer some of these random questions about being a stay-at-home mom. So I actually saw that Abigail Porumb here on YouTube, and I hope that's how you say her last name. I'll leave her channel down below. She did this tag, and so I thought that I would hop in and complete it as well for you guys. I thought it was kind of fun. Alrighty, question number 1. Have you ever had anyone say something negative to you about staying home? And no, actually, personally, I haven't had anybody ever say anything snotty or even like YouTube comments or anything like that. No family members or anybody have ever said anything negative to me about it, so that's really great. I do have very supportive family who are super great about everything, so I'm super lucky in that department. What are your favorite and least favorite things about staying at home? So my favorite thing is being able to watch my boys grow up and spend so much time with my boys and to not miss any little milestones and to really be like their number one person, you know, like it's so great. But at the same time, the biggest negative is not really getting a break from them, you know. And yes, I do have super supportive family. Both my mother-in-law and my mom live right here in town. I have 2 sisters who are awesome. We do get, you know, me and my husband get time to ourselves occasionally every few weekends and stuff like that. And then like if I have like doctor's appointments and stuff, I can take the boys to one of the grandmas. We have a lot of support in that department. And yet it still feels like I never get a break. Even on days where my mom will take like the 2 older boys and I'm home all day with the baby, it still feels like I don't get to do anything fun that I want to do. It still feels like there's never really any break time. And yeah, just especially like on the daily, like even when my husband comes home, it's not like time to sit down on the couch and do nothing while he takes charge, you know. When he comes home, it's time to do dinner, it's time to clean up the house, you know. It's still, there's still so much to do even after my husband is there to also, you know, split up, you know, taking care of the children. And my husband is awesome also, by the way. But yeah, it still just never feels like a break, I gotta say. What are your favorite and least favorite chores? Okay, let's see. I really hate cleaning, like deep cleaning especially. Like I can tidy up the kitchen, that's fine. You know, wipe down the counters, little stuff like that. But like when it comes to like cleaning the bathroom, scrubbing things, like cleaning baseboards and doorknobs and stuff like that, all that stupid stuff, that's no fun. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of cleaning in general. My favorite chore, I guess out of all the chores that there are, it would have to be, is like cooking a chore, because like I enjoy cooking, like I enjoy making dinner. Like if my husband will just like hang out with the children and keep them out of the kitchen for, you know, half an hour. I love cooking, like cooking up curry and dal and making bread and pasta. I love making pasta, you know, just like roasting up and frying up a bunch of vegetables and stuff. Like I love having time to just cook peacefully, you know, cook without the children around. If you consider that a chore, then yeah, that's like my favorite chore. What time do you wake up and what time do you go to bed? We wake up at like 5:30 usually. That's when Calvin, my oldest, comes in. The last couple days Barret has been waking up at 4 and then I can't fall back asleep after I nurse him and stuff, so that's been kind of sucky. But yeah, I would say generally 5:30 is when we get up. When do we go to bed? I usually go to bed, me and my husband go to bed like 9:30ish, 9 o'clock, 9:30, and we put the boys down. We start the bedtime process at 7:30 and they're usually sleeping by 8. So me and my husband get like an hour and a half to like just not have the older kids. Whereas little Bear, Barret, he usually goes to sleep around 7 or 8 if he's being a good baby. So he's usually kind of right around the same time as the older kiddos. Do you put anything on in the background while you clean, cook, etc.? I do try to like listen to stuff on my phone. Like it's mostly YouTube videos, but I'll put in the headphones and just listen to the YouTube videos and my phone just like stays wherever it needs to stay. I do really enjoy doing that. I love listening to like Q&As and stuff, and then I do have like a couple like talk people that I listen to. So I have these little headphones that are attached. They're not like AirPods or anything. They're attached to each other. And so I can like listen with one in or one out. And so I can kind of like still hear what's going on with the kiddos. And also like if I really need to drown out the kiddos, I can put them both in, you know, or if like I really need to focus on the kiddos, I can take them both out and still have it like wrapped around my neck. So it's really nice having that headset to be able to focus on what I'm listening to and also just kind of like get into cleaning mode, you know. It can get a little overwhelming when I just have my phone playing out loud, like the sound of my phone playing out loud, not on my earphones, plus the kids, plus, you know, if they're watching TV or whatever, it's just too many noises going on at once. So I do like to wear the earphones just to, I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit calmer. I have my own little sound that not everybody else has to listen to, I guess. And then also like if I'm just cleaning up the kitchen or something and I feel like it, I do put on music. Lately I've been into like the Beatles and Jackson Browne, Bob Marley. We played some Hendrix a few weeks back. Yeah, just a big variety of music in the background. But honestly, I gotta say, I usually only play the music like when I'm in like a really good mood, like when I'm like really feeling it. Like I said, I just don't like too many noises all going on at once. As a mom, I've totally learned that I am very sensitive to a lot of different noises and sounds. I never realized that before I had kids, but they can totally be big triggers. Lots of sound is a big trigger for me to like, you know, just lose it. Do you get dressed most days or stay in your pajamas? I get dressed most days. I own a lot of comfy stuff though. Like I wear, like right now I have on, these are like, you know, shorts that are like yoga shorts or like workout shorts or whatever. I wear, you know, a lot of like yoga pants, leggings and stuff like that. I like to wear comfy stuff, but I do get dressed. Especially in the summertime. In the warm months, I get dressed every single day. In the winter time, when I feel more lazy, I might not get dressed every single day. You know, I'll switch out my daytime sweatpants for my bedtime sweatpants and stuff like that. In the wintertime, I'm definitely a lot more lazy about looking put together, but when it's warm out, when I know we're gonna be going places, you know, and when I know we're gonna be outside and, you know, not just sitting around being hobos in the warm weather, I get dressed every day. How often do you do your hair and makeup? I hardly ever do my hair. My hair is mostly just natural, what it wants to do. And I put it up in a bun. Like from filming, I usually like to, you know, have it down so I kind of look a little bit put together. So I like hardly ever like actually do my hair. Makeup, I do my makeup every single day, even if it's just like brows and mascara and a little bit of concealer. I try to do my makeup every single day. Like I said, it's summertime though. In the winter, I get a little bit more lazy about that kind of stuff. What is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? I would have to say like the bathrooms, I guess. I'm like super bad about cleaning the bathrooms, especially since having a newborn. Barret is 3 months old and I gotta be honest, I don't think I have cleaned the bathrooms like head to toe at all since he was born. You know, I might clean the toilet today and I might clean the mirror next week or whatever, but I don't think I've cleaned everything all at once in any of the bathrooms since Barret was born 3 months ago. That's so terrible. How often do you find yourself getting distracted? That does happen quite a bit. Like if I get on my phone to post an Instagram picture or something, I'll catch myself just like randomly scrolling through crap that I, you know, don't need to be scrolling through, you know, just like wasting time, you know, wasting time when I could be tidying stuff up or hanging out with the boys or whatever. I definitely do get distracted by my phone quite often. And even when I'm like, you know, I think it's just a woman's brain. Women are just wired differently. At least I feel like I read an article about that once where when we're cleaning, we get so distracted by things. Like if we're mopping the floor and we see a toy, we'll take the toy back to the toy box and then we notice that there's a bunch of toys outside of the toy box. So we clean up all of those toys and then we notice that the curtains look like they are wrinkly and we need to fix that. So we go and work on that. And then you see that the pillows on the couch are all over the floor and you go and pick up that. And then you finally go back to doing the sweeping or whatever you were doing the first time, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely notorious for that kind of stuff, you know, just getting distracted by different cleaning tasks that need to be done. Do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to a job every day? I like staying home. Going to work sucks. I gotta be honest, especially when you have a tiny baby and you have to pump and you have to worry about what the kiddos are doing at grandma's, you know, having to wake everybody up early, having to stop and pick them up at grandma's on the way home from work, having to cook dinner as soon as you get home from work, like all those things. Like working sucked. I gotta be honest, I do like staying at home. Even though it can get boring some days, it can get repetitive and feel overwhelming and feel endless. I do enjoy being with my kiddos more than I enjoyed going to work every day. What is your never-ending chore? Dishes. Dishes, 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 dishes. My goodness. Even if we eat something super simple, there's always too many dishes. Even though I just wash the dishes and put them away, there will always be more dishes. Dishes are never ending. They are constantly a problem. Constantly have to be tended to. What is your favorite way to relax or have me time? I guess like baths. I do take maybe like one bath a week or so where I just get to come up here and like chill, and I'll just watch YouTube videos in the bath. Like, I love watching YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. But yeah, I'll just like chill in the bath and, you know, have all my lavender scented stuff and everything. And that's kind of some chill time that I can have easily, you know, readily available when it's the weekend and my husband's home. I used to really love like going out and shopping, but I haven't really done that so much in the past year and a half with everything going on in the world. I haven't really like gone out a ton. I used to love going to go shopping with my sister and stuff like that. Plus my sister just had a baby in January, and so she's still kind of like in new mom mode where she doesn't want to go out and do stuff, you know. So anyway, yeah, I guess fun baths. That's as good as it gets. Next question. How often does your husband chip in? My husband is super duper freaking awesome. He does stuff all the time. It would be easier to say the things that he doesn't do than the things that he does do. So he doesn't really mess with laundry anymore. He used to help with laundry when I was still a working mom, of course, but he doesn't really do that anymore. He doesn't really cook a lot. Maybe once a week he would make a super simple meal like hot dogs and crescent rolls and like stuff like that. But yeah, he is super awesome. He also doesn't really clean very much either. Maybe we should talk about the things he does do. Like when I was working mom, he would clean. He would help clean on the weekends and stuff. He does vacuum occasionally. He does dishes a lot. Several nights a week he will do dishes after dinner. He does all the outside stuff like doing the lawn and that kind of thing. I don't know what all is outside. I mean, like, you know, changing the oil in the cars, stuff like that. He does that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall, he is awesome. He's the best. He really, really is. And he does a ton of stuff around the house. If you have children, when do you find time to do chores? So with Barret, I try to do stuff during nap time, but even so, Barret's a super chill, cool little baby, and he likes hanging out with his big brothers, and so even when Barret is awake, they can all kind of like hang out together and I can get a little bit of stuff done, but like I said, I haven't been doing a ton of stuff. Let's be honest here. I guess as far as like, you know, doing dishes and, you know, cleaning up the kitchen, that's really like my number one like cleaning place is the kitchen. When I'm doing that kind of stuff, Barret can be distracted by the boys, so really there's not like a specific situation where I have time to do the chores. I can pretty much do the chores whenever, as long as Barret doesn't like need a boobie immediately or something like that. So yeah, I could say nap time, but really pretty much whenever, as long as Barret's in a good mood, I can get some stuff done. How do you balance being a homemaker and being a YouTuber? Let's talk about that one. My husband is really great about giving me some nights to work. On Tuesdays and Thursday nights, he likes to play video games online with his brothers, and so he keeps all the kiddos downstairs with him on those nights, those evenings, you know, like maybe for a couple hours before bedtime, and I will come up here and edit on the computer, usually editing on the computer. Then randomly throughout the day, if Barret's taking a nap, like right now, Barret is downstairs taking a nap, I can come up here and film a video, and the big kids are on their iPads downstairs, honestly. That's the situation right now. On the weekend, like Saturday nights, usually my husband likes to hang, you know, like play online with his friends, and so I get some time there as well to either edit or film or whatever. So it's really just about waiting for the opportune moment. You know, my husband is awesome and lets me do some stuff, but also just waiting for Bear to take a nap and for the big kids to be in good moods, not trying to kill each other and whatnot, and then I come up here and film for, you know, half an hour or whatever. But honestly, it's a lot, you know, especially with Barret being so tiny and these last 3 months since Barret was born, I have had moments where I just don't feel like motivated to do YouTube content and stuff, which can be frustrating because once I get back into the hang of it, I love it, and I do love communicating with you guys. I love putting out videos regularly. I am very proud of the fact that I have put up, you know, scheduled videos several times a week for a couple of years now. I'm super proud of that. Always being ahead of schedule, you know, always filming stuff for like the next month and stuff. I love that. I'm really proud of that, honestly, and I'm proud that I have been able to keep up on it. But yeah, it can get a little overwhelming and a little bit, it can be hard to find the time. And I don't like to film when I'm not like in a good mood for filming. So if I like really have this, you know, diaper review that I want to film, but I just don't feel into filming that day, I just won't film it. I'll wait until a day that I feel motivated to film a video like that. And that's another reason why it's great to have a bunch of content. You know, I'm like 3 weeks out on videos right now. I'm filming this, but you're probably not going to see it for another 3 weeks. That kind of stuff is really helpful, having that little bit of buffer in there. What is your favorite room in your home and why? That's an interesting question. I don't know if I have like a favorite room. I guess I could say, it's like a weird thing to say. I could say the kitchen because I do love being in there and cooking. I love, you know, having me time in the kitchen is cool. But also like just the design of our kitchen, like our cabinets and like all that kind of stuff. Like it's nothing fancy and it's not something that I love. So I love the feeling of being in the kitchen. But like our actual kitchen, like I'm not like in love with it or anything. I guess I could say here in me and my husband's bedroom, if we're talking about like actual like aesthetic, because we have cherry wood furniture and these dark gray walls, and I just think it looks super good together. Not that we're really like, we don't have like a super nicely styled or designed home or anything like that, but I do like the color of the cherry wood and the dark gray walls, so I guess, does that count? What's your least favorite room in your home? All the bathrooms. Yep, except for the downstairs bathroom. The downstairs bathroom's okay because nobody uses it. I don't have to clean it that often, and it has a big tub and it's super cool. But all the other bathrooms I don't like because I have to clean them, and I hate cleaning bathrooms. And we have hard water, so like everything needs like super scrubbing. Do you feel that your home reflects your personal style? Maybe, because I don't really have a style and my home doesn't really have a style. Is that a terrible thing to say? That's gonna be my answer though. What does your home smell like? I don't know. Home. It just smells like my home. We don't do a lot of like, all our laundry detergent is unscented. I have some perfume back there, but I don't really wear smells. Strong smells give me migraines, so we don't deal with a lot of smells around here. Maybe it smells like, you know, it smells like food when I'm cooking dinner. You know, it smells like bread a lot because I love to cook bread. I love to bake bread. And cookies and sweets. I love cooking all of those things. So it smells like whatever I am cooking. Like this today, I had dal for lunch and naan bread, and that's probably what the kitchen smells like right now. What are your strong points and weak points when it comes to homemaking? So I feel like you guys probably know my weak point has to be cleaning. I'm super bad about cleaning. I hate it. It's no fun. It's stupid. So cleaning, pretty much anything, is my weak point. Strong points, though, I don't know. I guess we could call a strong point like I've been really working hard at getting back into homeschool preschool time with the kiddos, with Calvin and Aaron, the big kids. I was really good about homeschool preschool time until I was like halfway through my pregnancy with Barret, and then I kind of just like gave up on everything. And then even for the first couple months since Barret was born, I was kind of like whatever about it. But lately I've been trying to get back into it. I really try to make it a point to teach the boys, help the boys learn things, help the boys do fun learning activities. I love doing learning time with them, and I love when they wake up in the morning, we eat breakfast, and then they're like, hey, what are we doing for learning time? That makes me really excited because it's like part of their routine and they're like looking forward to it, you know, or at least know that that's what's coming next. Maybe they're not so much looking forward to it because they have their good days and their bad days where they're super excited about learning time and they're like, OMG, why are we doing learning time again? So I guess that's a kind of a strong point for me. I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I never thought that it would be possible, and me and my husband worked really hard to get to where we are. The only reason I am at home is because we paid our house off, and we worked super hard to pay our house off and to get to that point at this point in our lives for me to be able to be home with the kiddos. So I'm proud of us. I'm super happy that I get to be here with them, even though there are days definitely where I'm like, man, I could make a lot of money. We'd have a lot of money if I was still working, you know, but it's super nice being able to be home and watch my kiddos grow up. And even my husband says things like, it's totally worth it because he doesn't have to stop and pick the boys up from grandma's or have to wake up extra early to drop them off at grandma's before work and stuff like that. He doesn't have to do any of the shopping or worry about groceries at all. You know, he doesn't do laundry anymore. There's so many things that my husband mentions randomly where he's like, man, I'm so glad that you're at home. And it makes it totally worth it. And that kind of makes me happy when at least I hear it from him that he also thinks that it's going well, you know. So I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years this fall, maybe? Wow, that sounds like a really long time. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. So yeah, I have experienced it both ways. I was a working mom with my 2 older boys, and I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom with my littlest guy, and I've been staying home for about 2 years this fall, I believe, which feels like that just sounds crazy. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. But yeah, it's been awesome. And it has given me some perspective to be able to, you know, I know what it was like as a working mom, and now I know what it's like as a stay-at-home mom. And I'm so happy that I've gotten to experience it both ways, even though parts of me do wish that I had been able to stay home the whole time with my oldest, you know, my oldest Calvin. I wish I would have stayed home with him. But I think it gives me some good perspective being able to see it from both sides, you know. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was at least a little bit entertaining. If any of you have YouTube channels and you want to do a video like this, let me know in the comments down below and I will go and check out your video, definitely. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give the video a thumbs up if you did, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!